guys, welcome to Kibera. We're gonna have an interesting conversation about life in general. This is the other side of Nairobi. This is the have-nots. This is not in any way trying to denigrate Kenya or the beautiful city of Nairobi, but simply to show you life on the other side, where people have very limited means and do everything they can to make ends meet. Join me. So let's start with names. What's your name?
Isaac.
Isaac.
Yeah. Charlie.
Evan. Mike.
Joseph.
Man, such American sounding name. What is going on here?
I'm going to
I want the real Kenyan names, man. You got the Joseph and the Mikes and stuff. What's your name?
Otieno. Victor.
Otieno. And you are?
Tonana, brother Tonana.
What's his name?
My name is Otieno Nana.
Otieno Nana.
Yes.
And you are? Thomas.
Elisha.
Yes. All right.
Chief Juma.
Yes. All right.
My name is Rashid.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm curious about these names. I thought I was going to get some traditional African names, but what I'm getting is...
If there's some colonialism.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, because we're colonized by the Britain.
Yes.
By the British.
Yes.
So every Kenyan has an English name courtesy of them.
Oh, okay.
Because for you to get baptized, you need to get a colonial name.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So I'm curious here, who is in charge of the community?
Yes.
Oh, you should come and see here.
Yeah.
We lost a soldier already. Too many beers. So you're in charge of the community?
Community, as in our whole community?
Yeah, like here, who's in charge?
There's an owner, but we are just friends and raised with him. So
yes.
When we have visitors around want to visit me,
yes,
I can organize the place and we can have fun around like the way now we are doing. Yes.
But who makes decisions? Like let's say Evans decide to box this guy, knocks him out, passed out. You're not going to call the police, right? So who handles that kind of problems?
We have we call it the village elders.
Okay.
Around us here. So when there's such problems, we reach to them firstly.
Yeah.
Then they can sort this situation to the police.
To the elders.
Yeah.
Okay, because you wouldn't call the police.
No, we don't call
you
the
handle
police.
the situation
we handle
indoors.
The situation first here.
Yeah.
When it's too much for us, for the community to handle, so that we can involve the police.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some of the biggest problems that you have here?
Right now, around us here.
Yeah.
Let's say just for me personally, I would say about hygiene.
What about it?
In the area, the lack of toilets.
Yeah.
We don't have toilets inside the houses.
Yes.
So we need to go outside.
I see.
So that's the problem. Hygiene.
Most homes here don't have toilets indoors. Okay.
Yeah, so we have to go outside.
Yeah.
And the secondly is a little bit security. Yeah. During at nighttime. Okay. But when at the daytime,
no problem.
No problem.
Okay.
Depend with some corridors we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About the toilets, Kibera used to be very famous about the flying toilets. Explain to him what is a flying. Explain to him what is a flying toilet. Let him explain to you what are the flying toilets.
Okay, flying toilets was that you're staying a little bit interior part of the corridors. So when you go, you pee or poo on the paper and throw it. So you throw it throw it to the iron sheet. The neighbor.
It lies away. That's why it's called the flying toilet. You throw it, it lies away.
You throw the waste.
After
it can land on my face anywhere.
That's not the problem. That's not the big issue. Landing point was not the issue. So long as you're done with it.
Wow.
He said the landing point is not his issue as long as it's free.
Let me get this straight. So you do your business and then you
in a bag.
Yeah.
In a plastic bag.
And you toss it.
Where it lands.
The flying toilet.
None of your problem.
Landing point was not the issue. So long as you are done with your shit, you deliver it. You deliver it.
But nowadays, the narrative has changed. Because there is a lot of enlightenment and there is a lot of empowerment.
Yeah.
With that, you get there is actually within 20 meters, you may not lack a toilet.
Yeah.
including where you are.
But we still have the problem.
We still have them.
You still have a flying toilet?
It's not.
The reason is one.
It's not yet
The
done.
reason as to why we have the flying toilets still existing is that the ones existing, you pay for them.
Yeah.
So you calculate.
You have to
Do I 10 shillings to go to the toilet? No. Finish my thing.
Okay.
And a day, maybe like you have like a family of 10 people.
Yes.
So you can imagine you have to give out 10 shillings in the everybody.
That is 100
100 shilling almost. So it's very difficult. So you have to just do the.
So I have
Yeah.
a question about that, right? Because plastic bags were banned in Kenya. That time you used to use plastic bags. So now that we don't have plastic bags anymore, what are you doing?
This one is very. This one, the bar. Yeah.
So this is what they use for the flying toilet.
Before they were not the plastic one.
So these are
Yeah.
what-
But now this one used to. So shh.
But this one, if you pee in this, the pee will go out. You will.
It's just water. There's just water.
But why don't you just
But the
dig a
bits-
hole? Why do you have to throw it to somebody?
Where will you live there?
Where? Where will you keep it? But there's a space somewhere here.
Where did you see? We are walking around. Where did you see a hole? A space where you can dig a hole?
There's no space anywhere to dig a hole.
Well, when we are walking around, you will show me that space you're talking about. Once you walk out around, you'll show me the space. There's no space to dig. And if you dig, you're digging it outside your house, right?
Yeah.
And then the stench of your own shit will be in your house.
So you want somebody else to smell it?
Yeah. So you want somebody else?
It landed on you. You're walking around and then.
Man, I never heard that before.
Yeah, in Cameroon, you don't have slums.
So no. We have slums. We have slums. But honestly, I've never seen something this big before. We have a lot of slums. Every country does. But what I see here is the biggest I've seen. In Africa, at least, as far as
This
slums.
is the second.
Yeah.
So far right now, this is for so far right now. Kibera is the first largest slum in Africa.
Yeah.
After South Africa, is this Soweto?
Soweto. So how long have you lived there?
For me?
Yeah.
Right now, 35 years now.
35 years. Wow.
Surviving this.
You've been
Okay.
here that 5 years, right? And you're saying that Kibera is the largest slum in Africa. But Kibera also has a lot of NGOs.
Yes.
So many NGOs. So why haven't these NGOs, and they're here to help the people and eradicate the poverty, so why haven't they eradicated the poverty
It's
by
a
now?
very good question from you. Even me, that's the problem I have with the NGOs that we have around. I don't know, it's because of the people that are inviting these NGOs around, corruption or something like that. Because we have a lot of NGOs, but there's no changes at
Yeah.
all.
So have you seen the benefits of these NGOs?
What we can say.
I've never seen any
What we can
changes.
say-
You don't see anything change?
Nothing.
Wow.
The main role of NGOs here
Yeah.
is to come.
Benefit.
They
concept.
initiate something, they get donors, they get funding to
Then-
do a project that they want, they benefit themselves, and either continue
Yes.
staying or leave the place.
Exactly.
They don't change anything.
And we have got few NGOs that have, you can see even if they are benefiting on their own that they are working. One is Shofco, one is Carolina for Kibera. You can see at least they have done something to transform the slum.
Yeah.
Because like Carolina for Kibera, they have got a hospital here
Yeah.
that is
CDC.
helping. Yes,
Yeah.
it's still helping. But if you look at many other NGOs, Kibera has got more than 100 NGOs.
Not even 100.
There are so many.
More than
Actually,
100.
more than 100.
More than
But
100.
they have their role. If you look down to their role, that's why I'm saying you can physically see the role of like 2-3 NGOs. The rest, they are there by name and to mint money.
Are they Kenyan NGOs or are they foreign NGOs?
Foreigners.
Most of them,
Oh, foreigners.
Okay.
all NGOs in here are foreign, but the initiator is a Kenyan. So,
Partnership.
for example, I'm the one. I initiate, I start 1 year, I benefit, I do my own development somewhere. You as a donor, when you realize that it's not benefiting the people, you withdraw.
Yeah.
I convert my place to a school.
Yeah.
I continue earning. I've got my development in the Goreto on another part.
Yeah.
Well and good. I benefited.
I have something to say about
Wow, that's very sad.
Most of them are not just Kenyan, they're partnership between Kenyan and foreigners. Because as a Kenyan, it's very hard to get funding by yourself, right?
Yeah.
So you will need partners from outside. In most institutions for this to work, you need a white face, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So when they have a white face, because white people are supposed to be saviors. are supposed to come and save us, right? So when they come and partner, then the donors will believe them more and they'll give you more funding, right?
Yeah.
But all these people, they're here to benefit themselves. They're both the foreigner and the Kenyan. They benefit themselves and they leave, and
I
that's
see.
it. Yeah,
Wow,
that's it.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's really sad.
So would you say that the situation here is getting worse or better?
In which perspective are you looking at?
In security, for example, job opportunities,
I can
overcrowdment?
say it's getting worse on the job opportunities, but security-wise somehow it's improving. Why? The government is trying its best to open up the interiors. If you had come here, you had visited here back in 2021, there were no roads here. These roads you are come tarmacked, it was not existing. So these areas were worse. But now with the accessibility of the slum, even those who wanted to do their own insecurity issues, they are limited.
Yeah.
Because it's open already.
Okay.
Yes.
A security job, any client, any job you want, you can get inside.
I'm sorry, say louder.
Shopco, CDC.
Yeah.
Shopco
It's an organization.
Nataka number. The number of baby.
they help us with some
Yes.
water supply.
I'm sorry, with the music outside, be a little bit loud.
Shopco help us.
Yes.
Shopco inatusaidia.
Yes.
Inatupatia maji, inatupatia vitu hapa ndani, na tunapenda hiyo program penye ilianza.
Yes.
Our children go to school there.
Yeah.
58, 56, 8, 19.
50% of us
Sawa.
we live there. We want to go there. We take some small money,
Yes.
job, we come, we feed our children, parents. So it help the youth.
Yeah.
You have bad,
Okay. What'd you say?
you have hard times by then in this period because you don't have jobs opportunity.
You don't have job opportunities.
Most of these people are landed.
Yeah.
Like the way I said, are almost all landed. Yes. But where are the jobs? You get us. I ride my bike, 100%. But I'm a graduate.
You're a taxi driver? A motorcycle taxi?
Motorcycle, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Even though I've done a lot of driving, I can drive even a truck. But now, where are the jobs? You get me? For me, instead of going to a small school around here and you pay me 5,000 shillings a month, let me venture on my own business.
Yeah.
I get something to feed my family.
Yeah. Makes
Yes.
sense.
Yes.
What do you do?
For me,
Yeah.
mi pia nikitaka mi
What do
pia
you do? Unafanya kazi gani?
Your job?
job.
Yes.
I don't have job.
Yeah? What do you do? Umesomea nini? Bwana nielekea kidogo.
You don't have a job right now?
Yeah.
But what do you do if you're given a chance? What do you do?
What would you like to do? Exactly. Given a chance, what would you like to
Mtu
do?
akikwambia sasa chagua kazi.
I can drive.
You like to drive?
Yeah, I can drive truck.
He's a driver.
Oh, you're a truck
He's a
driver.
driver, but he's a truck driver.
Okay, all right. How about you? What do you do right now? You have a job?
No, I don't have a job.
If you were given the opportunity, what would you like to do?
I would like to be an engineer.
An engineer?
Yes.
What kind?
What do you do? Umesomea nini?
Nimesomea.
Yeah.
Nimesomea mechanic.
He's a mechanic by
Oh,
profession.
you're a mechanic.
Yes.
Okay.
He's a mechanic.
Okay.
Yes.
And you, what's your job?
Me,
Yeah.
plumbing.
He's a plumber.
Plumber. Are you working right now?
No.
No, right
Now I
now.
don't have job.
Okay.
But I'm still
No job.
searching.
You're still searching. Okay. What do you do?
I am mechanical engineering.
You're a mechanical
He's a
engineer.
mechanic.
Wow. So did you go to university?
No.
Not yet.
Here in Kenya, we have got two ways of learning mechanics.
Yes.
One, we have got, we call it practical,
Yeah.
or what we term as apprenticeship.
Yes.
Apprenticeship,
Yeah.
whereby I learn, he takes me to where he works, I learn through what I see.
Okay.
I even become more expert, and those are the best mechanics we have
100%.
compared to the ones that go to school.
Really?
Those who go to school, they learn it through machine.
Yeah.
So when they want to diagnose a car, they use a machine. They solve the issue using a machine.
Okay.
I can be able. It's like the current day nurses, current day medics. You go there. How are you feeling? You have headache. Use there a computer headache.
Okay. All right.
This one you have got TB and he has not assessed. Go to the lab.
Okay.
I think so. They are based on the lab.
Okay.
But the traditional ones, that's what the mechanics we have here. They are hands-on.
Hands-on.
Yes.
Okay.
So those who learn through practical.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So here we learn most of our jobs, including the best tailors. You need a suit. We can take someone and you make a suit today.
Yeah.
And tomorrow you'll be having a suit if you land to your country.
Wow.
They would approximate it to be a Kenyan shillings around 100,000.
Yeah.
Yes, we have here in this lab. Yes. But they have learned through practical.
Practical.
Yeah, there's nothing like schooling. We learn through hands-on.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So most people here don't have jobs.
Yes. That's why it is a slum.
A slum does not mean people don't work.
No, people are working.
Yes.
But most people don't work. Are you getting it?
They're casual, most of them are casual laborers.
Yes.
So they only work when the job is available.
Including this
And it is
one.
not available
If
every
there
day.
is, for example, I'm constructing a house here, and I call them, all of them will be there.
Yes.
Regardless that he's a mechanic, he'll be there. You see him doing this, doing that, doing that. Yes.
So
Here we don't choose jobs.
yeah, you can't choose, right?
Yes.
So if they don't have jobs, how do they eat every day? What is the way to make sure you get a meal?
We depend. It doesn't matter that we have to go to work. Maybe
Yes.
somebody like a friend has a quick job.
Yes.
So he can call you around, go around and you do the job, and you get what you can eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's how.
All right.
You have small jobs around the village also.
Yeah. Okay. But do they eat every day?
I can say these ones because they can get out.
Yes.
They can get some food. But there are those some who may not, who may pass a meal because if, for example, he's a breadwinner, if he will not get that job today, because he's with friends here, these people, the meal you are seeing here, these cards you are seeing here,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily that he bought it.
Yeah.
It's like a club.
Yeah.
In Africa, we're not like in Europe.
Yeah.
When I buy alcohol, I buy for my friend.
Yes.
Because tomorrow when be having money, he will buy for me.
Yes. Makes sense.
Oh, yes. But in other places, it's like, if I don't have money, I don't have. So you will meet them drunk.
Yeah.
You meet them having their cards.
Yeah.
And you may think that that's how they get their money. Anybody
Okay.
who gets in this group, somebody who gets a chance to go there, is the one to financials.
Are most of you guys here married? With children?
We have children.
You have children. How many do you have?
Yeah, I have
You have 2 children. How many do you have?
3.
3. How many do you have? 2. 2. And you?
2.
2. Wow. Okay. And you? How many children?
I have 7.
You have 7 children. The same one. Oh my God. Yo. Are you serious? Same woman or different one?
2 divorcee, then 2 out.
Man, you probably chewing on that plant too much, man. That plant right there, you need to stop. 7. Hey. 7 children. How many do you have? 2. 3. 2. How many do you have? You're trying to hide behind the little thing. I didn't forget you. How many? 3. And how many, sir? 7. So nobody here is single with no kids. Everybody has it. So the reason I was asking this, right, is because one of the biggest criticism in communities like this is that people with the least amount of money and access have the most amount of kids. So you can never get out of poverty if you keep having kids and kids and kids.
But you know,
So that's the problem.
there is one thing you have to know.
Yeah.
In Africa, there are 2 things we count as wealth. One is the children.
But you have to take care of those kids.
Yes.
And if you're not working,
We believe that every child comes with his own faults.
Yeah.
He comes with his own fates.
So you believe it's okay if you have no money to have children? More and
Yeah.
more children?
Yes.
How are you gonna get off? How are you going to get off poverty if you keep having kids?
I then no. I don't want it to sound like it's all Africans who think like this, because he's saying in Africa. So it's not all people. It's not all people who have the same mentality. Some people have a very different mentality. I am also African, but I highly disagree with this thinking. Highly disagree with it. For me, you cannot bring a kid into this world who you cannot afford to raise.
I agree with you.
If you can only afford to raise one child and give them a good life, just have that one.
Yes, I agree.
Because then their chances of getting out of poverty will be higher.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
If you can afford 2 children and you can give them a good life, then have those 2 children, you know? If you cannot afford to have a child, don't have one.
I agree.
It depends.
But it seems like they disagree here.
No, there is an issue you have to understand. One, you get like him, he has 7 kids. Out of the 7, let's say 4 will not complete their school. 1 completes the school. And maybe tomorrow he becomes the MCA or an MP of the area. He could have changed in your family. So you don't know where your fate is.
But at the same time, the more kids you have with no money, they are more likely to not be successful in life than to be successful. Because you don't have the time to discipline them. You don't have the time to educate them.
I'm getting you.
Let me counter his argument for a minute, what he said. So he said you could have 7 kids, right? 4 don't finish school, 1 becomes a politician, MCA, MP, that is a politician. Makes a lot of money, right? So his money, the one that he makes, will go to raise the 7 other children. He will help, his money is going to help these other 7 children and their families. Which means he has nothing left for himself and his kids. So then his kids will also be in poverty because their father did not have any money to invest for them because his money was helping the community.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So he has nothing. So his kids will also be poor, and then the
I
cycle.
agree. We're on the same page. Exactly same page.
So instead of talking and saying raising kids, it will be a generational poverty.
Yes.
Because the more my father had, the more I will have.
Yes.
The more my sister, my other brothers will have.
Yes.
Then not they or nothing you will ever do in your life, and you will dwell in the slums.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying, the way he's saying, in Africa we are like this. No, this is not an African thing. We are all Africans, but we think very differently.
I agree 100%.
We think very
but
different.
I'm very curious about this mindset because
This, eh?
okay.
There is.
Yes.
Are you on the side?
You have to understand this. Eh? You have to understand this. We have got one. You have to get this. There is Africanicity, which you can take me out of Africa, you can educate me, but I'm still African.
That is you.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Talking out of personality.
Yes.
Don't talk.
But what does that mean?
Don't talk about my mind. Talk about your mind.
Because we are all, I'm Cameroonian, but we're so different. Like we love peppers. In Kenya, they don't eat peppers like that. So there's no such thing as an African person. We're all different.
Say me, Joffrey, me as Joffrey. I believe this. Don't say African to me.
Don't say African.
No! Africa is Africa.
So you think if you have no money, you should just have kids and kids and kids?
No.
Okay.
But statistics show, the poorer you are, the more children you have.
How many kids do you have? I want to know you.
Yeah, how many kids
I'm
do you
curious
have?
about you.
Right now, I only have 3, but I still have 3.
Is he exciting?
Yes.
Challenge is between me and the guy.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm just 34.
34. Okay.
How old are you?
How old are you?
I'm older than you.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
By the time I reach your age, I'll be having
I have seven kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the time I'm of your age, different having that number.
Okay. Hey.
I do what I have to do to put a food on my table.
Okay.
And you do so.
Are you able to take care of those 7 kids though?
I do.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, you say that
What
very...
Yeah.
What I like, they do appreciate it. Even 50 bob,
Yeah.
$50. Give it to the mother.
Yeah.
He said
So-
a very important thing.
Yeah.
He said he has to do what he has to do to make sure his kids eat, to put food on the table.
Even if they are pop there,
Yeah.
go there.
So
You see them every
Grabber.
Even if he sees any other job, so long as he does it to feel there.
Because you don't choose the job. Any job that comes,
Actually,
you have to do it.
actually in Africa, African men, now I'm talking to all of them. In Africa, we say we can do anything. So as our kids.
For as long as my kids
As long as my kids.
As long as my kids are good, they have their food there, they can go to school. So I have to hustle in any way. So that's why I can't choose any job.
Yeah, but my thing is, it's harder for you now because besides just feeding yourself, you have to feed the kids, you have to feed the mother, right? So if you only had one or none, it's easier for you to now maybe take a night class, study, but now you can't take the night class because you have to go home and take care of your kids. See, it's making your heart even more difficult. Okay. Why do you think the richest people in the world have either one or two kids or none at all? Why? What do you think that is?
In Africa, it's an abomination for you.
You cannot say in Africa.
No. You have one kid or none. That's an abomination. We know that. In Africa, it's an abomination. One.
This in Africa.
No. I'm talking about Africa. So all the people here can concur with me.
Yeah.
All of them can concur with me that in Africa, it's an abomination for you to be at the age of say 30 without a kid or without a wife.
Here's my challenge to you.
Yes.
Don't you think the number of kids should depend on how much you have? How much you can actually take care of? Should you just bring kids without means? Without being able to educate them, to take care of them, to feed them? How are you going to break poverty if you keep just bringing kids in an environment you can't take care of? Because they're going to do the same thing you did, and it continues like this. Generation after generation after generation.
Answer that.
You people, I don't know where you...
Abomination, Mr. Abomination.
Abomination.
Mr. Abomination. Answer that.
One, we have to agree that it's an abomination for an African man to die without kids.
Yes.
Is it so? It's a tradition. You cannot die.
You die without a family, that is the end of you. You'll never hear that name in that family.
Hear that name again.
You will never.
It's an abomination?
Yes.
It's better you have only one.
It's better you are not to be born.
Your respect will be there because you think you are child.
But how about having money to take care of those kids? That's my problem. You just don't have kids. You don't just have kids.
What matters? You have a kid.
You have a kid. You are never remain. If you don't have a family or a kid,
you are gone.
Nobody will ever give
even
that name in that family.
Even people attending your funeral. There will be no even eulogy to it.
Yes.
How can you read a eulogy to a rat that died? You are regarded as a rat that died somewhere.
Regardless how much money you have to have kids.
Yes. You must have.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, okay. Hey, this is getting good. I think we're going to continue this conversation. So let's get another round of drinks. Cheers to everybody.
Cheers.
To Kenya.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother. Cheers.
Only for Kenya.
Only for Kenya. In Cameroonians. Cheers. All right.
Cheers to the whole world.
So, I want honest answers.
Yes.
When we talk about kids, right, and not having kids, I think it's also important to talk about what access you have to not have kids. So if you don't want kids, what access do you have? So I'm just gonna ask you one simple question, and I want honest answers. All right. Did you ever buy a condom in your life?
Me?
Yes. Did you ever buy a condom?
Just come again.
Did you ever buy a condom?
No.
Condom.
You never bought a condom. How old are you?
We know my
Protect
CD.
Huh?
Call it CD.
Did you ever buy a CD?
Of course. Yes.
Did you ever?
Yes.
I want honest answers now. Because I know if you're not working and you can't feed yourself, buying a condom is the last thing you're thinking about. So it's not like you don't want to, you just don't have the means to purchase them. You know, I live in the US and people steal condoms in the store. They steal them. So people don't have the money always to buy them. You go in the store, they have a box right there. You open, and like the box is open and there's nothing inside. Somebody took it and put it in his pocket and left. Yeah, it happens. So if they're doing that over there, where people can work, I can only imagine here, in this neighborhood, you don't always have, access to make money. So don't just say yes, you bought it just because. Be honest. Have you ever bought a condom?
Yes.
You have. You have.
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, selling it.
You're selling them? Oh, you have a store? Oh, nice. Nice. I need to visit your store. You ever bought them? Oh, snap. This guy is walking around with them. He is ready, and he's the one with 7 kids.
He's making sure he doesn't get a new one.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
He's done.
They're giving them for free, or you have to pay for it?
That's one for free.
For free.
Red one is
For the
That one is for free.
from the
The red one is for free.
Yeah, for free.
Oh.
Not that one. They have some names. That one is called Shua. That one is for free. But there are red ones in the cover.
Yeah.
But they've been sold.
Yeah.
So they are different. You have different type of CDs.
Yes.
So you have to. If you want to buy, choose your path. Go to the shop and buy it.
Okay.
You don't have, if you know that you don't have money, that you can afford that condom, you have to go to the hospital or nearest chemist so that you can get that Shua.
Oh.
Because Shua is for free.
Sure, it's for free.
Because it is free by the government.
Yeah.
You are being promoted by the government
Okay.
for free.
For free.
So that you cannot, if you don't have money, you can go to the nearest clinic and pick it.
Oh, that's nice.
You see?
And you sell them.
One thing you have to understand that in the slum, these things are being supplied.
This is Shua. Sure.
Shua is a condom.
Yeah.
And why? Why are we carrying this? If you need services here right now, they are readily available. The other day I was telling you, madam, that as cheap as 100 shillings, 50 bob, you have all the services.
Let me explain to this one is not only for slums. Like you normally say at African. No.
It's a protection for everybody. That's one I understand. Number two, what I was telling to Tara the other time is that services are readily available in where we are. Why? Because of the poverty levels.
Yeah.
If you say I've got 200 shillings, she could just cooperate. Yes. Why? She needs some food on her table in the evening. Yes. So that's why.
Okay, so you can have access to condoms for free.
Yes. Even for free.
That's really good.
Yes.
That's really good. How many do you have access to? Is there a number, or you just go and pick up as many as you want for the month?
As long as your energy can take you, and as your pocket can.
No.
Your energy and pocket matters.
It depends.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not about your money or energy.
Yeah.
It's about the conversation between you and the lady.
Yes.
It's not just like
It's the money that we
talking about energy.
So it will depend with your appetite.
Appetite and conversation with the lady.
No, forget about the conversation. No. It's the appetite of the man, which will take you. How many will take? So, our friend here is telling us how much you can. No. Not all of us we get into this thing. Even if I live in slums, me I'm different. My friend is different. The other friend is different. Because it depends with your mind.
Yeah.
Yes, we live here, but we don't live like where we are living.
Yeah.
We live thinking far. So, our friend here, maybe he's living here thinking about here.
Yeah.
Us, we are not living thinking about here.
Yeah.
Because we can't pick those ones they are showing you. Because of the level of education you have.
Yeah.
You have to get better.
Yeah.
So, according to us, we are against it.
Yeah.
We don't live it.
Yes.
I have something to say about that.
Okay.
So you see the way they've said they're being given free condoms?
Yes.
The last time I was here, he told me something. Young girls here, 13 years old, they're being given free contraception.
13 years old.
13 years old, free contraception.
Even 10 years.
He was against it.
Yeah.
He's against it because he says it encourages immorality. For me, it's like, would you rather, and I want you to ask these guys, would you rather for them to have family planning, we call it family planning here, contraception, call it family planning, would you rather a 13-year-old, because you were saying 13-year-olds, ngoja kidogo, we're coming, ngoja.
1 second.
Because they're saying 13-year-olds should not be given contraception. They're too young, 10 years old, whatever, 12 years old. But for me, I'm the school of thought that they're gonna have sex anyway, because these girls, you give them 50 shillings, they will sleep with you. 100 shillings, they'll sleep with you. They need that 100 shillings, 150 shillings. So would you rather they be protected without contraception, or because it's immoral giving contraception to 12-year-olds, would you rather they not, and then they go get pregnant, teenage pregnancy?
That's a very good question.
So I want to hear their opinion. I really want
So
to hear
the opinion is...
I think I'm the one who brought that issue.
Okay.
They are here and they can concur with me that not 13 years, from 10 years, they're contraceptives.
They're giving birth control to 10-year-old girls.
Yes. When you give this girl this contraceptive, she's aware she will not become pregnant. What does she do? She goes on dishing her goods all over. She has no control over her body.
Big man, one question. This is very my daughter is almost mature. So let me ask you, I can be here. What if I'm HIV positive?
Yeah.
And I love the girl.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
Which way could I protect her? I'm HIV positive.
Yes.
HIV positive.
Yeah.
And I love her.
Yeah.
We must have internet.
You have to have condoms. And I respect
I'm
you
not
for carrying it.
I'm not protecting myself. Because I love her, I will protect her.
Yes.
We have intercourse. The next time, I'll tell her, you, I should not be doing something. 1 second, 3 second thing, just a factor. Doesn't bring a protector with it. Then.
So what most NGOs are doing are empowering by educating people on the ARVs, the use of contraceptives in the slum. Most NGOs you are seeing that. So they are empowering the people in the slum. I'm not against them, but they are doing a wrong thing at some point. Why can't you empower them financially? You are empowering them from not getting pregnant. What does that mean?
So what you're saying is you prefer that people get money instead of birth control?
Not money. I get this guy is an engineer.
Yeah.
We open something, an industry around here. Why can go and showcase his skills?
Yeah.
It becomes useful, he makes his money there, he supports his family.
But in a way...
But now, what I just tell him about contraception...
My friend,
now, I can agree that at some point... At some point... No, I'm not saying you get money. I'm just saying you get a job that can support you to afford
which job?
But that's a different issue.
Which job?
Now, when you come to contraceptive issue, they should have age limits.
What's your profession? You must apply.
Give them time.
So
let us, the issue of contraception.
Hey guys, sorry.
That issue of contraceptives that we're talking about, I think this is why nowadays you find that as little as 10 years old can take a contraceptive is simply because the kind of immorality that has increased in our society. So that in fact you can find a 10-year-old can give birth. So that's why even the NGOs, the governments have introduced the initiative so that at least they reduce the rate of
child
because for example, at 10 years old, when he or she gives birth, there's a child giving birth to a child.
Yeah.
And again, the issue of poverty that we're talking about.
Yes.
There's a way of controlling poverty.
Yeah.
Because overpopulation without food, it leads to poverty.
Yeah.
So that's a way of the government and the NGOs. They're trying to reduce the level, the poverty level. And I think, though to some extent, the negative part of having the contraceptives when they are still young, it will also encourage these girls to indulge in immorality. Because after all, you find that most of the ladies or most of the parents, you find that they fear her child having pregnancy than even getting an HIV positive.
So you believe that giving access to birth control makes them more likely to engage in sex?
Yes, exactly.
So what's the solution? Not giving them anything?
Yeah, the solution is the solution is we are supposed to have a society where we can educate, teach them good morals and good values.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the only thing that can help.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree in the good morals, but then we have the mentality, and I think you guys all agreed, that an African needs to have not one, many children.
Yeah.
So I think that's also wrong in the moral if you think having kids and no money to take care of them. But that's why you guys agree here is that it doesn't matter how much you make. You can and should have as many kids as you can.
No, we don't support. This is the guy who supported that.
Okay, all right.
Us, we supported like 1 and 2.
1 or 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
What if you have no money to feed one person?
How can you not feed yourself?
The best thing.
There are people that can't. We talked about lack of job.
And that's what you are clean.
Number one.
Even criminals normally.
My brother, let us be honest to ourselves.
Yes.
Let's not do. You cannot tell me you cannot feed yourself as a person. Okay? You cannot. At least you can manage. You are walking, talking. No, even maybe you are not even talking, but you can listen and you can do something.
Yes.
You can feed yourself.
Yeah.
So having kids, like maybe 1 child or 2, you cannot tell me that you cannot feed this.
Okay. No, I'm happy to hear that you guys know and believe you can still get money.
Yes.
Living here, you have access to that. You have access to birth control. It's just the mindset that it's not African to have 1 child. That's the one thing.
1 or none is not Africa.
What if your wife cannot have a child?
In Africa, there is what we term as you get a co-wife.
A co-wife.
Another wife who can give birth, and the kids will belong to the first wife.
Really?
Yes, they are named after, they belong to the first wife.
Are you talking about your community or Africa?
It's not about Joffrey.
No.
I've never heard this one before.
Get me. It's a fact, and when you are going to upload this, when
Who is he talking about? He's talking about him. Who is talking about? Who is talking about? Himself.
I'm talking about Africa.
Big man, if the second doesn't?
If the second doesn't give, then it shows the man has an issue.
You'll keep on marrying.
The man has an issue.
The man has an issue. So we will intervene to treat the man or to bring another person to help the man.
No,
this is Africa.
No, let me tell you.
This is Joffrey.
Yes, this is Africa.
This is Africa.
I wish you raise that and you let the discussion. You come back to me. That's the truth of the fact.
How many wives do you have?
I have one.
You have a side chick?
A side chick?
Yeah.
Be realistic.
In Africa, we don't Let me say this. Allow me say this. You know, let's stay realistic. In Africa, men are naturally polygamous, and we accommodate. We don't have many chicks. We accommodate. There's a spirit of accommodation.
They disagree with you. They're all African here.
Yes.
They disagree.
I'll tell you. They are saying, they will say, I only have 1 wife. And they have several side chicks. Those are just accommodation. It's nature of African man to accommodate.
These are friends. Everyone
There's no friend that I would have and have sex with. That's I'm accommodating that lady.
One night stand.
Yes. Yeah, 1 night stand. Good. You are talking. It's just a spirit of accommodation.
Does your wife know that you have a side chick? Does your wife know that you have a side chick?
If I have a side chick, she will know. But if I'm accommodating, she knows I'm naturally accommodating.
Now I want you to ask them, how many of them are accommodating someone?
Yeah.
Let's know how many of them are accommodating.
Start with him. Start with Mr. Abomination.
Are you accommodating right now?
We don't count number of kids.
This guy should be a politician. He should be a politician.
No, in Africa there are two things we don't count: number of kids and number of accommodations. Or number of wives.
We don't count cars.
We don't count.
In Africa.
We don't count number of kids.
So, Mr. Africa
You
and
don't
Mr. Abomination, please.
We don't count.
We count.
Do you count in your area how many side chicks you have accommodated?
Yes. Even right now, I tell you.
How many side chicks?
How many side chicks I will tell you around me here? I have like 4.
You have 4?
Yeah, 4. But they, I don't want them to know each other. That's what I do. And even my wife, I don't want my wife also to know about the issue.
Yes.
Yeah, because it will cause a lot of problems.
So 4 side chicks.
4 side chicks. But just around here.
Happy wife, happy home.
Happy
Yes.
Happy. You are with your side chick.
Yeah. Living.
How many side chicks do you have?
Me, currently. No,
None. Are you married?
Yes.
Okay, no side chicks. Are you accommodating?
How long ago did you get married?
2 years.
2 weeks ago.
2 years.
2 years.
Okay.
That's fine.
How many side chicks?
They don't have it.
None. How many? None. Evans, how many side chicks? Are you- None?
This guy lying. Please. This guy is alive. Even you don't have. Oh, what a big lie.
It's a lie.
That's a big lie.
How many side chicks?
No, you can't count. I can't count.
You can't count?
I can't count. I have many.
You have okay.
I have many.
More than 5?
More than 10.
You got more than 10?
Yeah. Side chicks. Yeah. More than 10.
So you have a lot of money then?
In fact, I don't give me money. I don't give them money. They give me money.
They give you money?
Yes.
So you're a pimp?
Yeah, he's a
He's a
pimp.
pimp?
Yes.
Wow. How many side chicks? 8. 8? Hey! Whoa!
Ask the old man, he will give you some information.
Hey!
We don't count these people now.
How many side chicks, sir?
Now, I don't know.
He's on.
No side chicks.
But he used to have. When it's time. You know, when an old man hears a dance, he knows that his age deserves it. So he knows.
With so many side
I
chicks,
have so many questions about that, I think.
with so many side chicks, right? You have to assume that your main chick is also cheating on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
So, would you forgive your main chick
Your wife.
for cheating on you?
Never.
No, that one is not allowed. Abomination. How do you start it? How do you start?
I will forgive her.
You forgive her?
Yeah, because for me, I'm doing it.
Yes.
I'm doing it.
Yes.
Why should I not forgive her?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But most men will not agree.
This guy is not.
Yes.
Is
Uko too sour.
I agree. So you,
How?
so only you are allowed to cheat. Only you.
Only men are allowed to. They have that spirit of accommodation. But women are not allowed to accommodate. How do you accommodate? How? How do you start? How do you even bring it as a discussion?
Cheating is there from the beginning. One issue, just respect. Cheat away. Let me not know. But if you bring it closer to me, I understand it, I know it. My friends know it.
Okay. All right. Would you forgive your girlfriend or wife for cheating on you? If you have that many side chicks?
It's not a main chick.
Huh?
It's not a main chick. My wife.
Yes.
I can't.
You cannot forgive her. It's over. Would you forgive?
I can't.
Even if you have side chicks, you will not forgive.
I can't forgive her.
Wow. How about you?
No, I can't.
So you have side chicks and she cheats on you, you will not forgive her?
Yes.
You won't. Okay. How about you?
Do you know what? As a man,
Yes.
I'm allowed to marry even 10 women, yeah?
Yeah.
But a woman cannot have 10 men.
But if you're cheating on her, she's probably cheating on you too. Because if you have 10 side chicks, there's no way you're giving her all the time she wants. So you're leaving some space there for someone else to take care of her as well.
No.
That's what happens, bro.
No.
That's what happens, bro.
No.
Why don't you forgive her? Because you. Why don't you forgive her? Also because you are cheating. You are cheating on her.
Yeah.
Why don't you forgive her? You find this case. She has somebody.
Forgive.
Yeah, I can.
You can.
Because I have the problem.
You can.
I can.
You properly that.
Because you are cheating. I'm cheating.
No.
Because it's your baby mother.
No, you cheated.
It's your baby mother.
No, if you have to get the scenario straight, you have 10 side chicks like this gentleman here. So you've been cheated. And now you found out she cheated on you, let's say once. You will not forgive her.
How?
So only you are allowed to cheat.
Yes.
Only you are allowed to cheat.
But
Why?
she will still remain in that house. And if I found that she's playing me, she'll still remain there.
You will not let her go.
So let us live the way she wants.
So you will forgive her.
Yes.
Good answer. All right, would you forgive her?
I can't.
You cannot forgive.
That is not something to share with.
But you're sharing yourself with some of the women.
No,
You have
I
side
can't
chicks.
share with anybody. That is my own private part.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's her own private part.
Yes.
So
But ask me a question.
you have 10 side chicks.
Yeah?
You're cheating on her. And now you found out she's cheating on you. Would you forgive her?
I will never forgive her. Pack a thing and go away for that person. Pack a thing
Yeah.
and go away for that person.
Yeah. Okay. How about you? Would you forgive in that situation?
I can't.
Forgive him. You
I
forgive.
have a woman perspective to
Okay.
it.
Leave for me that children, but go away for that man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
I have a female's perspective to
Let me
it.
hear it.
So I want to ask all these men. They say they can have side chicks, right?
Yeah.
But that time when they're busy with their side chicks, I'm alone at home.
Right.
Say,
What do you mean who said it's a fact? You're with your child side chick, I'm alone at home. I'm a human being, and I need attention, and I need affection.
Yeah.
But you're busy giving affection and attention elsewhere, right?
Yeah.
So even me, I will compensate by going somewhere else where I will get the attention and affection. So if you are not providing it at home and I get elsewhere, what is your problem when you find out?
Exactly. I agree.
If you get to me.
I agree.
you're not getting me. You cannot give out what you don't have, madam. I cannot give out 100,000 and I cannot afford 100,000.
Yes.
So when I'm accommodating this lady, I know I can equally accommodate my main wife.
Yes.
So I'm giving what I can be able to give.
Yeah.
So there is no way I can be cheating her. I give it and I don't give it in the house.
No.
Actually, in the house you double.
No.
Yes.
Let
You
me
double
finish.
it.
Let me finish. You say you give 100,000.
What and you don't have?
100,000.
Yes. And I'm giving you 100,000 I cannot give.
100,000.
You cannot give out what you don't have.
So you buy. She didn't come to your home because of cash. Companion,
Affection. Companionship.
Yes, I will offer it fully in the house.
What? But you're in that other woman's house.
No,
You could be showing me
that's why she's called a side chick. You eat 20-30 minutes, you leave it.
If you
You are
want
nothing.
1,000,
No strings attached.
We've been living.
I have 7 kids.
you have something.
I have 7 kids.
But
Wow.
let me ask
I
you,
can afford
I
them
want to ask them a
with
question.
1,000.
Is it worth? I want you to ask them, all of them, because all of them are married and they have kids. Is it worth losing your family because of the side chick? I want to hear the opinion.
You can
Because
never, you can, it's not worthy for an African man to leave his maid, the wife, for a side chick.
Not African.
But if your wife knows that you're cheating, they will leave you.
Now,
Is it worth
If you
it?
want
Now know
to cheat,
this.
if you want to cheat, you deal with your woman. You just cook something like naenda kazi kidogo.
Do you think
but in front of your woman,
someone in South Africa who is white and as African as you and me sees the world like you and me, or an Arab man from Egypt or Morocco, you think they see the same? We're very different because you see a lot African, but we are very, very different. Yeah, you know. So when you say an African man, it's a little bit. Yeah, we're different.
Like saying African, but it's here.
Even without cash, respect.
Without anything, you can't date.
No,
I agree.
Respect.
We can agree here. She can agree with me that 90%.
That's your woman.
90%.
Yeah.
Must respect.
According to my psychology and the interaction I've been having with people, 90% of cheating in marriages is caused by women.
It's caused by women.
Yes.
How is it caused?
Why? There's no peace of mind.
No.
Most of our women nagging. If they are not nagging, so you get a place to get comfort.
You'll never fight a woman.
That's what I'm for.
Never fight a woman.
You'll never win over a woman.
Good. Now I'm getting you. It's caused by that.
A woman, you'll never fight a woman.
I concur
A
with you.
woman is 3 in 1.
Yes.
If you talk about a woman,
Yes.
you must give somebody running.
So that was a very interesting conversation. And this gentleman here, we learned a tremendous amount about the perspective of life here in this neighborhood. So thank you guys for talking today.
Welcome back
I
home.
appreciate that. This has been a great experience. So kindly hit that like button, subscribe.
Welcome to Kibera.